What's going on, guys? Super Saiyan Paul here back at it again. Today we're going to be talking more about Dragon Ball Super's ending in Dragon Ball Super Episode 131, as well as Dragon Ball Super Episode 130, and leading into the movie, the Dragon Ball Super 2018 movie that's going to be coming out later this year. If you guys do not want to be spoiled as to what's going to be going on, make sure you guys click off the video now. This is your spoiler alert warning. If you guys are going to stick around, make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, as well as turn on notifications. This way you guys can stay up to date on all the latest news on Dragon Ball Super, as well as where the future of the franchise is headed, as well as gameplay and discussions that are going to be coming to this channel later on. Anyway, everyone, Dragon Ball Super spoilers have been dropped, and we do know how this show is going to end almost indefinitely. And if you guys didn't already know, basically, Dragon Ball Super Episode 130, the spoilers goes as Goku and Jiren are going to have one final climactic battle, and it's going to go all out. They're going to drain each other of literally everything that they have, going back and forth, and it's going to be basically a stalemate. And then that's going to take about a minute of time in the show. Now, normally each episode's a minute of time, but in this particular episode, they have a minute and 30 seconds left because episode 129 was technically only 30 seconds if you count what happened, because the episode before they gave us 2 minutes, and then the episode 129 dropped. They did not tell us that there was 1 minute left, and now in episode 130, there's a minute and 30 seconds left. So roughly about a minute in episode 130 and probably another 30 seconds in 131, where Jiren's gonna undoubtedly win this fight, where he's going to ring Goku out. Yes, Goku is going to lose the Tournament of Power yet again. He's going to take another L in the Dragon Ball Super franchise, which I'll be making another video on later on, where Goku's lost everything. And on top of that, not only did Goku lose, Jiren's just questioning why is the tournament not over while he's staring at the Omni King, and then all of a sudden, the character that we've been wondering about, the character that I've been keeping my eyes on the entire time, Frieza death beams Jiren, and I think that'll be the end of that, if anything, or he's going to probably just batter down a weakened Jiren and take the win for the tournament. Now, we know that that's going to be what's going to be the ending of the show. We just don't know exactly what the final wish is going to be and if the show is going to end off on a cliffhanger or not. Now, this is where things come into play here, because with Dragon Ball Super ending and then the Dragon Ball franchise being at the height of its popularity right now, and them still having future plans for the series, because not only did they introduce all these other universes with this tournament concept alone, all these new action figures, all these new marketing devices, all of this DLC, all of these new characters and locations and stuff of this nature, they've created a whole platform and plethora of things that they can branch out to do. So with all of these characters, especially at the Universe 6 characters and all these younger Saiyans and how fast they powered up, which I think instill in like the long-term retrospective things, they really did power them up too fast. If you look at all the things they introduced in this tournament, it leads into the future of the Dragon Ball series, and here's why. Because remember earlier on, I pointed this out before, we had news and information on them getting a Planet Sadala arc. Now, with them having that said and Dragon Ball Super ending here, that rumor could still very well be true, because if you add up things in the Dragon Ball Super movie, everything that we know up until this point, which we're going to get more information on later on in this particular month, the same month Dragon Ball Super is going to end, it's going to be featuring the origins of the Saiyans, and it's also going to have the most Saiyans ever. So, with those two things in mind, and this being a Dragon Ball Super movie, you're going to have Goku and Vegeta in it. We've had Battle of Gods, we've had Resurrection F, both of the poster boys were on that. That was Goku and Vegeta, and I don't think a movie's going to sell as greatly as they wanted to, because their #1 goal is, of course, to make money. It's a business. They're going to have Goku in this movie, they're going to have Vegeta in this movie, and connecting it to Planet Sadala's arc would make the most sense, because that's where the most Saiyans were at, and that's where I see the Dragon Ball Super Tournament of Power ending coming into fruition, with either Goku or Vegeta getting the wish, regardless of Frieza being the one to win it. If you bridge everything together, Universe 6 is going to get revived, if anything, and then maybe Jiren's universe as well, Universe 11, if not all of them, because with Universe 11 having Jiren and the final episode title saying farewell Goku until we meet again, it kind of sounds like Jiren saying that as a friend, because in episode 129 Jiren looked like he had a smirk. He looked like he was acknowledging Goku as his is equal. And in Dragon Ball Super Episode 130, I'm hoping that we get some back and forth character development, some banter with Jiren and Goku, and some more things to shed light on Jiren. Now, Jiren's character, I'm gonna make another video on this, but his character has been very lackluster, and we know that he hasn't had that much character development. And today we got an interview notes revealed from Akira Toriyama. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check out Unreal Entertainment Gaming's video breakdown of that, because he shows the interview and what the ideal concepts were for most of the Tournament Power things, such as Kale and Khalifa's design and how they were made and things of that nature. How Kale was brought into the show because of the anime team, not Toriyama, because Broly was just that popular. Broly was just that popular that they brought her in, and he decided, let me make Khalifa, because he decided that was his idea. Just, you know what, you bring Broly, I'll bring this, and that'll be the thing. But there were a lot of things, such as Jiren just being a dull character, not having that much lines of like vocabulary or anything like that. All of his character traits were designed and sent to Toppo instead of Jiren, which is really interesting to see, because without Jiren having these traits, it really brings him down as a character. Now, with those things kept in mind here, Jiren still opens up a future for Dragon Ball, because depending on how this fight goes, even if he beats Goku, there's still a future rematch in store for them. And that's what keeps it interesting, because if Goku had reached the final level of everything, which is him reaching Grand Priest level, who is the top 5 fighters in the universe, it would have really killed the show and the future of Dragon Ball, unless they focused it off of Goku, because Goku, being as powerful as he is at this point in time, who's stronger than Beerus now, because Beerus has acknowledged that Goku in Ultra Instinct Mastered is now stronger than even he is, it just wouldn't be anything anymore. He would just be the Superman of the realm. He wouldn't even matter to anything, because Xeno's in there now, and it's like, what are you gonna do, fight Xeno? You're gonna fight Xeno for real? The future of this series lies in him getting his rematch against Jiren, him winning indefinitely, him winning against these fighters, as well as the Grand Priest, because the Grand Priest and whoever the other 4 top fighters are, if you're not counting Xeno, if there is, or maybe top 3 or 2, he has to be able to defeat them, and that should be the finale of everything. But for now, we have Jiren keeping the future of the series alive. That's why I think they should revive him, keep all of these fighters that they've introduced in this tournament alive, because we've had some sort of character from a lot of them, including Ribrianne. But that's where the future of the franchise lies, because you guys created so many different universes, so many different personalities, so many different takes on certain characters and races, that I don't necessarily see them just throwing that all away. If you don't wish them back, why are you guys going to just throw them all away? The best sense for them to do, make them all come back, bridge everything into this movie, and then continue this franchise from there. Because with the origin of the Saiyans like taking place in Dragon Ball Super, the movie 2018, them going back to things such as things that they introduced in Akira Toriyama's interview, such as Goku's connection to Yamoshi, or the origins of the Super Saiyan God, which where that would have like spewed from. All of these things in that nature would have made sense. The vibe that I'm getting from like an Origins of the Saiyan movie kind of reminds me of like Bardock's movie, the Father of Goku, not History of Bardock, I was gonna say History of Trunks type of thing, but the Father of Goku Bardock type of movie, where we saw all of these Saiyans. That's what they could do, and I think technically that's where we've seen a bunch of Saiyans as well. However, it just doesn't seem like it would add up with all of the hype from Super, and then the Sadala arc, and then Goku and Vegeta needing to be there. It seems like the best thing for them to do, leave all of these universes open, keep all of these characters, revive all of them in the ending of Dragon Ball Super, bridge the connection with Goku and Yamoshi, I said Yamoji, hashtag Yamoshi, and then not only bridge the connection there, so this way you have like a past event of what happened with the origins of the Saiyans, and then bridge it into the future realm where they're right now in the present, bridging it into Universe 6's Planet Sadala arc, connecting with Goku or Vegeta and the King there, Vegeta meeting the King and things of that nature, putting all of these elements together, then bridging this outwards into the realm of what they've just introduced with this Tournament of Power. I think it makes the most sense, and regardless of Frieza getting the wish or not, even if he wishes for something devastating, which I don't necessarily see happening, because at the end of Dragon Ball Z ended with Goku alive, everyone's happy, everyone's good, and with the movie coming out, I think that's too soon to have anything undoing what Frieza would have done. Most likely, Frieza's not going to get the wish, or if anything, he turns and becomes a good guy and just wishes for his resurrection instead of trying to cause tyranny against Goku or anything like that. And if anything, it's just, I just see the universes coming back. That's the best thing for them to do in terms of keeping the story alive and keeping the plot like open-ended in a way. This way we can continue the franchise without killing off the hype train that is Dragon Ball Super, the movie, all of these elements that I've thrown out here, and all of these characters that they've introduced. Now, a lot of people are pissed at the way Dragon Ball Super is ending, and some people are like, at first it was like, Goku gets every win, Goku sucks, Goku shouldn't get this one, and now that Goku's getting ringed out, a lot of people are up in arms. Tell them if you guys don't like that Goku is getting defeated, and in a video that I'm going to be making later, Goku's lost almost every fight in Dragon Ball Super, minus one slight one with the Resurrection F arc, and that's barely even considered a win, but it's pretty interesting. But anyway, besides the fact, the way it's gonna go, Dragon Ball Super ends, everyone gets revived, Dragon Ball Super Movie 2018, connection to Yamoshi or the origins of the Saiyans, Planet Sadala arc put into this new movie, bring Goku and Vegeta to Universe 6 to go see the King. This way you fuse all of these elements together, because you can't just have a powerful being with all these new Saiyans and the bonds that they've created and just leave them out there, especially with Kale and Caulifla, these prodigies. And we've seen the Broly character come out from her and the anime team wanting her to be there, and a lot of fans still liked it. It was very well received besides the power buffs, and other than that, it's still a lot of hype that you can't just let die there. So the best thing for them to do is that, connect everything in that sort of manner and bridge everything into a new series. That's my thoughts and predictions on this matter. We're gonna get more information later on in the month about this Dragon Ball Super movie, but for the most part, this is what makes the most sense, and honestly, it's the easiest way for them to continue the hype train, continue the franchise, and continue the series without them catastrophically messing anything up, because they didn't mess anything up necessarily. It's just the ending of this Tournament Power is just very rushed, and the pacing of the writing, they've got to change it up. They've got to change up this pacing, because with how they did the Tournament Power, it started slow, went super fast, then went super slow, then went ridiculously fast. And I think in terms of what they did here with the pacing, certain characters such as Jiren were underdeveloped, and even though that was Akira Toriyama's original plan, I think they should have ditched that script. Like, honestly, my honest opinion, Akira Toriyama messed up with Jiren. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for that, but they really screwed it up with Jiren, and that's all Akira Toriyama's fault. That was his design concept. So if anybody wants to change that up and say, oh, I hated Jiren, but now that I found out Akira Toriyama designed it, it's not always the best of things to keep the protagonist, or the antagonist at the time, the main rival of the series, just completely silenced. It's just, they really created a hype train and they did not know what to do with it. So hopefully they bridge this properly into the movie, and the connection between the ending of the Dragon Ball Super finale with Frieza getting the win and reviving everybody will bridge this into some connection with Yamoshi into the Universe 6 realm, where they all have a grand adventure and meet the King and introduce us to some of these things that we wanted to see for a while. It's just too hype. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe, as well as turn on notifications. Make sure you guys comment down below with your thoughts and opinions. I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care. Peace.